Hey everybody, how are you doing? My name is Whatpop Gaming. I'm here to do a quick little video on issues that we might encounter when you start programming C++ before we get everything under control and understanding everything from the get-go. And I want to show you today a very short video on a issue that you can encounter if you don't know exactly how inheritance work in Unreal Engine and C++, but you're trying to learn. So I have a parent class called pickup items, and from that I derive a child class called gems. Okay, so I got the code here. So the pickup items here, I have a uStaticMesh component and I got a uSphere component. So the mesh is called item mesh and the sphere is called pickup sphere. So what I do here is that I get the create default subobject of the item mesh and call it item mesh. I set up attachment here, get root, and I create a default subobject and uSphere component in the parent class as well. And I set up attachment, get root component, and nothing more than that. So here's the problem. I created a child class from that called gems, and in order to I wanted to create all basic functionalities in the parent class, and the child class need to derive from that and take that information. So what was the problem I encountered? Well, if we have a blueprint of the default gems here, I got my static mesh and I got my sphere collider. Not a problem. Perfect, right? So we're gonna drag out one of these into the world, and wherever I place it here, this is the red line because I have show hidden in the game as well. It doesn't matter. So you see, I placed it over here, but if you look at the default gem here, drag it down a little bit. So the pickup sphere is down here. So that's here. But the actual gem is here, and it doesn't matter because wherever I drag it, the sphere will stick in the center. So what's the problem here? I mean, we did in C++, we did attach, sorry about that, we did attach the sphere to the component. So what the issue is that if we go into gems.cpp, we don't do anything in the constructor here because we attached it in the parent class. Well, it doesn't really work that way. You have to attach it in the child class as well. So what we're gonna do is first we're gonna get our, this is pretty important. We need to have, of course, getters for the uStatic mesh, get item mesh, and we need to do that for the sphere component as well. Get pickup sphere here, returning the pickup sphere. So now, because they are in a private class, we need to get that. As you know, private class, even the child classes can't get the things in private classes. So what is the issue here? Well, the issue is that we don't really have, look at the default gem here. Default gem VP gems, no root component, unknown mobility. See that, the mobility? So we actually don't have a root component in the child class. So we have to place a root component in the child. That's basically what we need to do, and then we're going to attach everything to that root. So what we're going to do is we're going to set root component, and we're going to get the item mesh for that. So we're going to set the mesh as the root component, okay? And then we're going to get the pickup sphere. And from that we're gonna set up attachment. Boom, and get root component like so. Finish that off. We're gonna save that and we're gonna build it, and those two lines will solve the entire equation for me here. Back in the editor, we are now removing this, deleting this top fault gems BP, because we're going to recreate it. It usually is a problem when you've been messing around with the root component. So we're going to gems. We're going to the C++ classes. We're creating blueprint class based on gems. We're going to put it in the right folder, and we're going to do a default gem underscore BP. Boom. Create blueprint. I'm going to save that base, and we're going to drag this out into the world and see the difference. Oh, look at that. My red sphere is now following the base mesh. Alright, so that is the solution to a problem. So press that like button, subscribe. I'm going to try to do more of these miniature tutorials, quick fixes for issues that might arise when you're out coding, and instead of spending 2 hours of searching online for a solution, come in here and see if I have encountered the issue and done a video on it. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Take care. Bye.